My name is George Vernon Childs, and I live in Fort Worth. On September 26, 2023, the mayor chose to make the following statement in video 1 hour, 14 minutes, 48 seconds. Quote, "Let me just say for the record, since Adrian's probably listening, the reason he was trespassed and calling in by phone is because he thought it was appropriate to curse at and scare the you-know-what out of our university Little League team that was here about 11 and 12 years old," unquote. On October 31st, 2023, at video 51 minutes, 10 seconds, the mayor chose to expand that record in 2 ways. Quote, "The only reason our speakers are by phone is that they decided that it would be appropriate to curse at a 12-year-old Little League team," unquote. Copies of the reasons given to the 2 banned people are now before you, written and signed by 2 department heads. Neither contains the word children or any variation thereof. Not for the first time, I turned to the novel 1984. Quote, "Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past." I believe that the mayor made full use of that unpleasant truth about using untruth in order to substitute the written reasons for banning with statements that are unwritten, unsworn, undocumented, and could not be answered at the meeting where they were made. The desire to protect children is as primal gets. If the children do not survive to adulthood, the tribe does not survive. It is that simple. As a highly poisonous vein of human history readily shows, that makes it a very useful instrument for othering. In support of this view, I suggest a section of the Holocaust Encyclopedia mentioning the deadly myth of blood libel, which was based on the lie of children being butchered in ritual sacrifices that never took place. This began in England in 1144, then proceeded eastward, destroying entire communities until it reached Russia, and was one of the main reasons for the use of the word pogrom, all in the name of protecting children from non-existent threats. This madness was fundamental to the Nazi takeover of Germany and survived to cause a pogrom in Poland in 1946, within my lifetime. Beginning on August 12, 1988, and ending 2,489 days later, the McMartin preschool case showed that the results of unsupported allegations concerning children need not rise to the level of lynch mob actions to incite a lynch mob mentality. So I asked the mayor, which record am I to believe, hers or the ones that await your consideration?
Good afternoon, Council. My name is James Smith. I live in District 8. I'm kind of surprised that I'm called this early, but I signed up yesterday because I thought yesterday was Tuesday, but I digress. This is going on my 5th year standing here, speaking to you guys. I was told the last time that I came here that the wheels of justice move slow. Well, for the record, the wheels of justice move slow depending on who you are and how much money you have. That's just for the record. I attended the oral arguments of Aaron Dean for his appeal. And in that oral argument, the trial was delayed several times based on comments made by several dignitaries of the city. That being said, even though those arguments didn't win him an appeal, in fact, it was denied, you probably know that, we move the wheel a little bit more. I'd like to regain my life, and I can't do that until this incident is over for me. And I'm sure the family feels the same way. I know that you have a lot of work to do. It's a lot of you got to put into it. But the fact remains, my neighbor is gone. It's been proven that the cop was at fault. So I need the city to end this ordeal for me. The new ordeal I have is with a friend of mine. His name is Manuel Mata. I met Manuel Mata 3 years ago. And I'm not gonna say he's on a journey, but the journey that I'm on with him, I'm troubled by the way he's treated in the city. Manuel made a 180-degree turn toward the city of Fort Worth and the police department. But I see and I feel he's still being harassed. He's being, for elementary term, he's being picked on. He was arrested a few weeks ago for jaywalking with guns drawn on him. Now, who draws a gun on a jaywalker. Nothing Manuel has done, in my opinion, warrants him being arrested as many times he's been arrested. Just last week, Manuel was at a funeral, and he was mistaken for someone else that was wanted. And he was placed in handcuffs, he was put in a police car, and he had to beg for his freedom because he wasn't the person they were picking up. Anybody in Fort Worth knows who Manuel Mata is. So I'm upset with that particular incident because he wasn't who they were looking for, and I'm quite sure they knew he wasn't who they were looking for. Now, I've come down here for 5 years for Tatiana, and if I have to come down here for 5 years for Manuel or any other body else that's being mistreated in the city of Fort Worth, I will. Justice for Tatiana Jefferson and leniency for Manuel Mata because he's done nothing illegal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Our next speaker is Jerome Johnson.